This is CJ Neal with the Oklahoma Eagle and through Neal Communications. I'm standing here today on Brookside. Currently, right now, we were here for the We Can't Breathe protest rally, which started here at 1 o'clock today. Since that time, the march that began here at Brookside has extended on to toward the 51st Street area, 51st and Peoria. Actually went up on the highway, and we were there for quite some time. There was a sit-in there and actually a lay-in there as well. And so I have one of the march organizers here who wants to address what the reason for the march was, and also what this group is asking for from the city of Tulsa. So, sir, if you'll introduce yourself to the audience, please.
My name is Greg Robinson. I'm a part of a coalition of Tulsans that are demanding a just Tulsa. We have demanded certain things for a long time, and when you look at what's happening across the country and think about the historical significance here in Tulsa, it was past time for us to stand up and demand justice. And so we're calling on the mayor to agree to our demands. There are four simple things. The first is to commit to proposing a citizen oversight and accountability board, an office of the independent monitor, as he once proposed and then took down under pressure from the Fraternal Order of Police. Repropose that, and let's get real citizen oversight. Second, we want to stop the investment and enforcement of the police and start investing in mental health resources and the well-being of citizens. We want that to happen in the next City of Tulsa budget. Third, we want justice for the Terrence Crutcher family by settling the case to their specifications. There's no reason that after 4 years, after seeing Terrence Crutcher in the street, after having his hands up, saying don't shoot, getting gunned down, that there's not justice for that family. The mayor and the city of Tulsa needs to pay the family and honor their demands. And lastly, the mayor needs to end live PD today. There's no reason to have Tulsans being looked at like zoo animals on their worst day. End live PD today. Let's make these demands happen, and let's move forward, becoming the city that the mayor and its citizens say we want to be.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, sir, for letting us know what the demands are and the reason for the march. I just have a couple of questions for you. The first question being, this march is extended from the Brookside area all the way to the interstate, and I believe now the marchers are actually headed toward the mayor's house as we speak. Can you tell us the reason why Brookside? Why did it begin here, and what was the purpose of the route and the actions that were taken today?
We chose Brookside because for too long in the city of Tulsa, people have been going through oppressive circumstances, going through struggles, and other Tulsans have been going out to brunch. And so we thought it was very symbolic to start here in a center of commerce to say that as long as we have Tulsans that are struggling, as long as we have people enduring police brutality and white supremacy, then no one is gonna be comfortable. And so we took a very comfortable place in this city and we made it uncomfortable. We then continued our march up and we shut down the highway. And now we're continuing our march. And I'm here to say that we are going to continue demonstrating peacefully with our First Amendment rights until we get what we've come for, which is the mayor to agree to our demands. And so this is beyond just one group. This is not a black thing. This is not a Latinx thing. This is not a white thing. This is a Tulsan thing. Tulsans are fed up. We're tired of living in a city saying one thing but not putting any actions to those words. And so if the mayor wants this to stop, if the city officials wants this to stop, then they need to give us what we demand. Our demands are simple. Let's get this done. Let's have a meeting on Monday and let's start moving forward. If not, we're going to continue demonstrating today, tonight, and moving forward. And we know, as when you look on TV, you can't control what happens at nighttime. People are angry. And so we're trying to do this the right way. We want the mayor to give us our demands now, and we'll cease and desist. Until then, we have to continue this struggle.
Okay. Secondly, you had mentioned that there was one of the proposals that you were talking about now that was actually proposed by the mayor, but then it was taken back due to pressures from the Fraternal Order of Police. Can you expound a little bit on that, please?
Yes, the Office of the Independent Monitor, that is modeled after Denver, Colorado's Office of the Independent Monitor, allows for an outside professional to monitor the investigations of police. So when you as a citizen submit a complaint, there's a monitor there monitoring that internal affairs investigation. That's what we were wanting, so that we could trust what was going on with the police. However, when that was proposed, the Fraternal Order of Police, for reasons unbeknownst to me, fought it tooth and nail. And the mayor did not stand at his word. He backed down and said that there was a conflict of interest. And so what we're saying is, after researching, going back to the city of Denver and asking them, could there have been a conflict of interest? And hearing that that made no sense, we're calling the mayor's bluff, and we're calling on him to bring back the Office of the Independent Monitor and give citizens true oversight that they've demanded, oversight that they deserve.
Okay. And finally, one of the chants that was mentioned, as well as I Can't Breathe, and as well as Justice for Terrence, one of the things that was mentioned was no justice, no peace. Do you believe that that is the state that we are in right now in the city of Tulsa, with the current way that things are being managed by not only the mayor, but how law enforcement has handled situations here in the city of Tulsa?
That's not only the state of the situation in the city of Tulsa, it's the state of the situation in the state of Oklahoma, it's the state of the situation across this country. We're tired. Enough is enough. COVID-19 has exposed this, but honestly, black people have been dealing with this for a long time. And we're no longer singing "We Shall Overcome" and "Kumbaya." It's time to fight for what's ours. And we want justice just like everybody else. We want to be treated human just like everybody else. And so until that happens, we can't go home no more. We got to stand up. And so this is not just a Tulsa thing. It's just in Tulsa today. But it's going to continue to spread, and it's going to continue growing until we have the city and we have the country that we demand to have. That's the true American spirit. That's the true American dream. That when we don't get the city and country that we want, we bring revolution. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the start of a revolution. So hopefully it's a peaceful revolution. But as Malcolm X said, I am a man and I shall be respected as a man by any means necessary.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Robinson, for speaking with us today. This is CJ Neal with the Oklahoma Eagle through Neal Communications.
Thank you.